What if I told you there's a level in the Backrooms where nothing changes, not even eternity itself? Picture this. You step through a veil, leaving behind the warped chaos of the other Backrooms levels. Instead, you find yourself on a floating tropical island, except it's not warm or vibrant. It's desaturated, like a photograph left out too long in the sun. Welcome to level 999. It's both paradise and prison, a liminal trap suspended in a cosmic void, timeless and cold. You arrive on the edge of a beach, only it's not your typical sun-soaked coast. The sand is fine, but colored a ghostly gray, almost like smoke drifting over the surface. It doesn't spill onto a shore or meet a sea, but instead disappears into an infinite void. Look closer and you'll notice jagged rocks hovering silently beyond the island's perimeter, defying gravity, hinting at some impossible structure beneath. Whatever holds this place together, it's not something your mind can easily comprehend. Above you, the sky is a deep cosmic black, pinned with countless cold stars, so clear it almost feels like you're floating in space itself. But the stars don't twinkle. There's no flicker, no pulse of light to remind you that life thrives even in the darkest reaches. Around you, palm trees stand sentinel, but they are dead to movement. Their leaves hang limp, untouched even when a strange wind begins to stir. The island's temperature is maddeningly contradictory. 13 to 16 degrees Celsius, crisp and cold like early autumn, not the warmth you'd expect from such a tropical scene. The chill seeps into your bones, reminding you that this place isn't natural, no matter how serene it might look. Walking deeper into the island, you leave the drifting sands behind and enter a forest of towering gray trees. The soil beneath your feet is hard and compact, almost lifeless, starving the roots of nutrients. There's no rustle of insects, no chirping birds, no signs of animal life anywhere. It's as if the forest itself is a stillborn memory, a shell, frozen in place. And then something strange happens. The longer you linger, the more you notice you begin to change, or rather, you stop changing. Your clothes lose their color, fading into the same cold grays that define the landscape. Days pass without your skin aging. Memories you cling to don't fade or twist, they simply freeze. Time itself fractures and collapses. You become a static piece of the island, part of its eerie stasis. You might try to move faster to force change, but the island resists. It's as if you've merged with its essence, tethered to the endless stillness. Sprinkled throughout the island are abandoned houses, concrete, wood, glass, and stone, random architectural styles scattered with no discernible pattern. Their walls are mottled with gray moss, draped in shadows of a time that no longer flows. These aren't ruins in the traditional sense. They aren't crumbling or decaying. They're eternal, like monuments caught mid-breath. Inside, darkness reigns. The silence is so thick you feel the echo of emotions hanging in the air. Longing, solitude, the faint imprint of lives once lived here. This isn't a place of decay or growth, it's a suspended moment, a snapshot of something that never moved forward or backward. There are no known hostile entities here, no sinister shapes darting between the trees, no chilling sounds scratching at the edges of your sanity. The island itself is the only presence, and it is silently unforgiving. It doesn't chase or attack, it simply holds you, an eternal observer caught in its grasp. So what is level 999 really? Some theorize it's the ultimate end of Cluster 1, a constant amid the endless shifting chaos of the Backrooms, a place where everything that changes elsewhere must eventually confront its final stillness. Others see it as a kind of purgatory for memories and regrets, a place of judgment where time's relentless passage is suspended for reflection or penance. One unsettling idea is that it's a trial, forced to confront absolute stasis. You face the terrifying truth that nothing in this universe truly lasts. You can walk its endless gray shores forever, but you will never learn anything new. Most lore around level 999 is deliberately vague. It's a space behind locked doors of understanding. Yet, reports among explorers speak of sublevels, like level 999.1. This mirror twin island looks nearly identical but contains subtle differences, and most chillingly, a trapdoor that might offer escape, or a deeper descent. The redacted wiki lore goes further, suggesting level 999 is a judgment stage. Walk its central path, and some say you confront your own past, your choices, regrets, and missed chances. Others claim this journey nudges you toward level 1000, a fleeting glimpse of something beyond the Backrooms. But what lies beyond that remains a secret locked in the void. Entrances. The most common lore passage says you reach level 999 by pushing through the void at the very end of level 998. Break far enough, and you slip through the space between spaces into this frozen liminal island. Exits. Escape is far from straightforward. A trapdoor sometimes appears near the island's center, but it's elusive, only visible to those who truly understand the island's nature. Descending the trapdoor might not take you home. It could send you deeper into the Backrooms, or perhaps out entirely. Who knows? Some stories suggest a ritual is required, a metaphorical letting go of all ties. Stepping off into the void might end the cycle, or judging yourself in this silent place could unlock a path forward. The exact method remains a mystery, locked in the silence of level 999. Here's why level 999 sticks to your bones. No sound, no movement, no passage of time. Not even dust moves. You don't change. The absence of color drains hope, joy, and life itself from your senses, leaving a hollow grayscale world that erodes your spirit. You can walk endlessly with no markers, no behind you, just infinite gray. It asks a question that sinks into your mind. If nothing changes, does anything matter? That eerie emptiness, that frozen perfection, it doesn't scream or shout. Instead, it presses quietly against your consciousness. Are you any different? Among the community theorists, the most compelling story is this. Level 999 isn't just a place. It's a mirror and a door. When you pause long enough, facing the island's silence and your own regrets, a subtle glyph of light may appear near one of the dead houses, almost like a faint pulse beneath the gray. If you touch the columns of sand thoughtfully, level 999.1 surfaces, shimmering at the horizon. Descending the trapdoor there is believed to lead you to level 1000, the rumored true exit. But the catch? You must be willing to forget why you arrived in the first place. Some say it's a memory cleanse, resetting you back to level 0, a fresh start in the endless maze. The burning question, is there truly an exit? Yes, but not in the way you'd expect. You don't escape level 999 through force or panic. You escape by acknowledging the island's unchanging nature, tracing your past regrets without flinching, finding the faint door that reveals itself only to those who dare stare into the void, and accepting the silence and step through. Some explorers even report a fleeting sunrise beyond the trapdoor in level 1000, a brief moment of crimson dawn before everything fades once more. So, can you leave level 999? Yes, but only if you can stand still long enough to see the way out. So what happens next? If you're making a found footage style recap, forget the cheap jump scares. The horror here is existential, time itself stolen from you, slipping away without a single hand raised. That's nightmare fuel. That's why this level stands apart in the hierarchy of Backrooms dread. It doesn't chase you, it doesn't attack. It traps you in eternal gray silence. Here's a nugget for those brave enough to linger.
Once you find a trapdoor in level 999, visible only after you fully accept the island's stasis, you unlock level 1000, a surreal beach bathed in crimson dawn. But you only glimpse it if you willingly forget why you came.
Many have glimpsed it. Few have returned. And those who do come back, they forget everything they learned here. If you've braved the timeless stillness of level 999 with me, congratulations, you survived the unchanging. Before you slip back into the algorithmic void of your subscription feed, hit that subscribe button. Next time we wander deeper into liminal terror, you'll be right here. No stasis, no fade, just fresh horrors and darker mysteries. Trust me, your regret-filled self will thank you. Eventually. See you in the next level.